following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Let's go to Mike in Southern California. Hey, Mike, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, nice to talk to you again. And I have to start out and first tell you, I love this trading room. This thing is great. This app, it works great. And getting all the information, you're like instantly there. No delay, nothing. That's
I know.
great.
I appreciate you growling problem with us.
Your channel is in my pocket all day long. It's wonderful.
Thank you, man.
Again.
Thank you.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 7 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. And Tommy O'Brien, my grandson, well, Tommy's out there, of course, but my grandson's sitting out there watching us growling and prowl. I love you, Tommy O'Brien. Where's your shark? Where's your shark? Where's your shark? Get that shark. He loves sharks. He loves animals. Loves nature. That is a beautiful thing. Don't take anything personally. The truth is personal to you. Your own opinions and point of view reflect your own agreements and are personal to you. It's no one's truth but your own. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials down 280, Nasdaq's off 247, S&P's down 56, gold contract down $3.50, trading $17.33 an ounce. We had silver up 19 cents, $18.52 an ounce. Light sweet crude off $1.77, $94.93 a barrel. Notes and bonds. 10-year note up 4 ticks, 119.26. The 30-year up 20 at 142.01. And King Dollar. King Dollar's up 720 ticks, trading at 107.203. The euro is at 101. The yen is trading at a price point of 136.70, and the British pound is at 120 to 1 US dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. Let's get into the futures first. We take a look at this, okay? So you got the E-minis down $56. We're at a price point right now. There we go. Let's pull this back. Okay, so it's been a one-way trip all day long. We had a high out here of 39.64. You got a low out here of 39.13. Right now, we're laying right at that low. And, okay, so last time, 41,000 contracts. We got 30,000 contracts right now, but that's gonna, a new 10 minutes bar is going to stop. So you don't have a break with volume. That's the bottom line. What we also have now, this is going to be pretty cool. Now, watch this. We had one counter trend bounce today. Now, the counter trend bounced at 34,000 contracts going back into 36. So, if you get a rejection of lower price right here, the bottom line, you're going to be right back topside into this 3937, which is not a lot. But bottom line, that's where that bounced last time. That's in the E-minis. We go into the NDX 100. We take a look at the NDX 100. Right now, it's down 274 ticks. Points, that is, rather. And same type of setup. When we got that pop, first pop was 9,100, and you went into 10,000. Different setup, no doubt about that, man. You haven't broken the B yet, you know. So we'll see how this is going to shake out, because after the close, what will move the market, number one, is Microsoft and Google. Microsoft right now, let's take a look at Microsoft. Microsoft is down $8.68. You're trading $2.50. And what's interesting about this, so look at this for a second. This is where this gets intriguing. So the first time that we were downtown and got to the 250 area, we did, it's on a daily, we did 51 million shares. Then you bounce up to 277. Now, you don't have the volume there, but then we come back down again with 46 million. So, well, here's the correlation. 51 million, 46 million, 35 million, and today's 22. So, When I look at that chart, that's telling me that Microsoft is actually going to pop on the close. This isn't a great looking chart. It's not that it's a great looking chart. What it is that you can see the force has evaporated pretty much going all the way back to the 12th of May. So the correlation, once again, is that you're down on 51 million, you're down on 39, you're down on 46, you're down on 35, and today we might do 35. See, where it's going to go. But that's telling me that you don't have enough buyers to keep jamming that lower. Google's going to be coming out with numbers also. Google, bottom line, that's coming into basically where it went topside. So that's 106.24. We had volume there of 36 million. You're testing that with 21. And we're testing, did we hit the 102? Well, we didn't hit the big volume here. See, there's a bar here that it probably wants to hit, which is 106.395. Oh, no, we hit it. Okay, so this is going to be interesting. We'll see whether we can get over it. We tested the highs of the lows that were established out there in the 24th. So this is going to be wild just watching this whole baby shake out. Gold. Let's go to the gold. Well, here, let's cut to the chase and go right to the dollar. The dollar, this correlation is as direct as you can get, folks. The bottom line, we've been talking about the dollar for quite some time now, and you can see you're back over the benchmark, and where the benchmark is, there's the level right there. And that number in the benchmark is 106.792. And we're at 107.192. And what that benchmark is, that's where the dollar had monster strength. That's where we went up 1,500 ticks. That's a penny and a half. And, you know, the market basically came down there 4 times, didn't break it, came down, broke it on Friday, stayed underneath it yesterday, and guess what? Pops it once again. So bottom line is that dollar is keeping pressure on the market in an extraordinary way. Let's take a look at some of the higher volume equities out here today. You get Advanced Micro down $2.50. Carnival's off 64. You get Amazon off $6. Apple's off 166. Walmart. Let's go to Walmart. Walmart's down $10. They came out. Now, this came out with a warning. This wasn't even their numbers, folks, because their numbers are coming out on August 16th. And bottom line, we take this, we look at this, and so last time Walmart came out with this numbers, it went from $149. 3 days later, it was down at $121 and bottomed out at $117. What we have out here today is that you got 26 million going into 34. We'll see whether, when you get something like this is going to need a lot of testing to get to higher price, because the bottom line is that when you get a fast price destruction like that, that leaves a lot of people out in a limb that as it moves up a little, they'll be selling out. Stay right there, folks. We'll come right back. We have the Dow Industrials down 231, Nasdaq down 231. Look at that. Point for point. S&P's down 49. We'll come right back. In a time of booming inflation, where your purchasing power is eroded, there's no better place to protect your hard-earned money than in gold. Vista Gold's flagship asset is the Mount Todd Gold Project in the Northern Territory of Australia. This is Australia's largest undeveloped gold project. We are talking a world-class gold project in a Tier 1 mining district. This is a large-scale, low-cost project with significant existing infrastructure in a politically safe and friendly mining jurisdiction. Vista Gold just completed the Mount Todd feasibility study, which resulted in a 7 million ounce gold reserve in a 16-year mine life. All of this, combined with the approvals of all major operational as well as environmental permits. This distinguishes Mount Todd as an attractive, de-risk partner, ready development stage gold project. Vista Gold trades on the New York Stock Exchange under the symbol VGZ.
Are you looking for a way to consistently add winning trades to your portfolio? Tom O'Brien is here to help. Tom O'Brien has been successfully trading markets for over 30 years. A frequent contributor to TD Ameritrade Network and CNBC, Tom O'Brien founded TFNN over 20 years ago to help educate investors just like you. Tom's daily market newsletter, Market Insights, is published every morning when the market's open to give you the competitive informational edge you need to succeed. These newsletters are packed full of Tom's advanced technical analysis and are geared to deliver comprehensive strategies for a successful portfolio. Get Tom O'Brien's newsletter, Market Insights, today and try all of our products and newsletters 30 days risk-free with our money-back guarantee at TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Everything in the universe is governed by the Fibonacci sequence. This mathematical principle is responsible for everything from the most aesthetically pleasing artwork to patterns in the stock market. To stay on top of stock patterns you can take advantage of, sign up for the Fibonacci 24/7 newsletter at TFNN.com. When you subscribe, you'll get a weekly report from veteran day trader Larry Pesavento on stocks you need to pay attention to. And you can trust Larry's analysis. After all, he's got 45 years experience as a day trader. Larry will also provide daily charts, videos, and data on the key markets that he's tracking. Expect notifications from Larry on market movement you need to act on at any time. First-time subscribers also get a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you're not satisfied, let us know and you'll get a full refund within 30 days of signing up. Subscribe to the Fibonacci 24/7 newsletter today. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now down 235. We got the Nasdaq off 228. S&Ps are up 49. Let's get over to our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, as we do each and every Tuesday at 20 past the hour. And don't forget, folks, Basil has an outstanding show here every trading day, 10 to 11 Eastern Standard Time. Also has a great newsletter, the opening call. Now, it's very easy to get the opening call, folks. Come over to our website at TFNN. You're going to see it right under featured content, the opening call. You just hit that subscribe button. You can get the opening call for 1 month for $149. You can get it for 6 months for $695, which is a savings of $199 or 22%. And you can get it for 1 year for $1195, which is a savings of $593 or 33%. Now, they all come, folks, with a 30-day money-back guarantee. As soon as you subscribe, bottom line, you're going to get all of Basil's archives. He's got 10 to 12 webinars out there that are phenomenal to understand how this market moves each and every day. Basil Chapman, what's going on?
Hi, Tom. How are you doing there?
I'm doing great. Yourself?
Very good. Thank you.
So, this is going to be quite a week here, man.
You know what's interesting? Here we are. I mean, if you listen to the news, if just every hour of the day there's something really negative, just look at this chart here. It's not incredibly bullish, but it's not very bearish when you think about all the news with Walmart. Normally, under other circumstances, at other times over the decades, a Walmart drops like it did, that would just be devastating.
Right.
So I'm kind of impressed with the not necessarily the ruggedness, but with the rolling corrections throughout each sector, so that there's always something that's helping the market. In this case, the Dow is down 231 points, made a high just 3 days ago, 32,219. This left side chart with the daily just gives an incredible amount of information. The MACD is good. The that's the moving average convergence divergence. The stochastic is at 89%. That's really nice. Unbalanced volume is very disappointing. That's the one area, and I do respect the unbalanced volume because it isn't running sharply with the price. But it does mean that if there is a break to over the 32,220 area to start a leg D anytime this week, there's a chance that we'll have to wait for the unbalanced volume to become oversold, just as it did when it went to a high back on the 27th of May, as the Dow was making that cluster formation top, and then it pulled back very sharply. So I'm kind of impressed, and we are still long the dollar, both the dollar and the Dow, I should say, and at the same time holding this particular Chapman wave inside track. It was a repellent zone. You can see how many times it's been repelled from that area. Now it's holding it. It's above it. So it's really important over the next couple of days that we at least start to test the 32,000 on the way up. So that to me is important. I don't want to see a break below 31,500. That'll actually be very negative. So yes, it does depend a lot on the results. Of course, we've got just tons of earnings coming out, stocks coming out with the earnings this week. So we'll see what happens. But most importantly, if we can survive in the weekly chart, that's the one in the middle. If we can survive this week by Friday, at least having one pop to the 32,250s, doesn't have to close it, just has to get there, because you can see the MACD in the weekly chart. This is the first time since way back at that peak D back in October, November of last year, that the moving average convergence divergence histogram, that's the 0% line, is about to turn positive. It's really close. Hasn't done it yet. But if it does turn positive, it gives some strength rather than deflecting lower like it's done almost every other time. So this is going to be an important moment. And the stochastic is improving. It's not great at 32%. And the weekly chart on balance volume is really poor. And of course, we'll have to wait until Friday at the close at 4 o'clock to see what the monthly chart looks like. But so far, it's holding well. And I keep saying to you that economists talk about recession. But actually, if you look at every single chart, you can go to the semiconductor index. You can go to, let me just do the semiconductor index. You can go from the double top at 318 from November, then retested it exactly within pennies the week of the 7th of January, and then it came down. That's a recession, 318 down to 189. If you look at the RTH, that's the retail index, it went from 200 down to 140s. To me, that's a recession. So for the economists to give some kind of title to this whole thing, saying it's a recession, well, you've had a lot more than 2 quarters of very weak earnings. Look at even Cintas, which I always look at as an economic barometer. It went from 461 back in December down to the 340s. That was in June. In a way, you have to consider that that's part of a recession. But when you look at the monthly chart, hey, for overalls, uniforms, rentals, really not bad. 461 down to the 340s, and now it's trading at 396. So this is a really mixed market, and you can make of it whatever you want. But I think that we've raised a lot of cash over the last months. We're starting to put that to work. And I think that what we're looking at here is that there are going to be survivors in this particular phase going into August, and there are going to be some very weak stocks. And the weak stocks, like a Target and a Walmart, pertain to the over buying of goods, and there's just a glut of those. And I think that we're looking at certain areas that are starting to show some improvement, and I like that. And we're trying to find those. We've done quite nicely in the shorter term, and I hope we can keep doing that. We have actually just got in today into an oil and gas stock. If you look at natural gas, just look at this. Natural gas goes from a 950 in the continuous contract back in June at a peak D in the Chapman wave, cascades down to the low fives, and today it hit 941. So there are areas that are working, and I think that that's really what you've got to be doing here. You've got to be very specific. You've got to have cash ready for the next many weeks. You're going to have opportunities, sudden sell-offs in stocks that you've been wanting for a long time, and they got away. I think they're going to be coming in, and I think it's a rotational market. And as I said, it's been a rotational recession through the different sectors. And if they want the full title, they'll get it in the next week or two. But usually what happens when the economists say, recession, that's usually where you start to find some kind of a bottoming process. But we'll see what happens. So we've been very specific. We actually went into a financial the other day, in the financial sector. The XLF is holding quite well, not great, but quite well. But certain stocks within that are doing okay. And I think that's what we're doing. We're just being very selective for subscribers to my opening call and making fairly tight stops. And so far, it's worked out quite well.
And folks, it's very easy to get Basil's newsletter. So you just come over to our website at TFNN. You're going to see it right under the featured content. You just hit that subscribe button, and you are off to the races. You have a great night, safe night, and of course, we're going to have some action after the close. We got Microsoft, we got Google coming out, plus other ones, but those two, no doubt, are going to be driving the NASDAQ.
Very important, yes. Thank you, Tom.
Thanks so much. Have a great one, Basil. Have a safe one. We look forward to the show in the morning.
Yes, you too.
Thank you. Stay right there, folks. We'll come right back. We have the Dow Industrials right now trading down to 244. NASDAQ's off 211. S&P's off 50. We'll come right back.
If you want to take advantage of this sector, now is the time to subscribe to my Gold Report. The Gold Report is a comprehensive look at the metals sector as well as the markets that move gold, which is the currency and bond markets. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. Every Monday morning, I publish the Gold Report with coverage of gold, silver, bonds, the XAU, HUI, GDX, as well as more than 30 different mining equities. To see for yourself the types of profitable trades that are recommended within the Gold Report, sign up now by visiting TFNN.com. Don't miss out on the next great gold trade. Sign up today.
Sharpening your skills as an investor is like getting better at playing a musical instrument. You have to practice, sure, but you also need excellent instruction from experts. At TFNN, you'll get advice and guidance from the authority in technical market analysis. And it's not just dry, tedious text either. TFNN airs live financial content streamed live on TFNN.com and TFNN's YouTube channel with Tiger TV, live every market day from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern. For free. Each host is an experienced trader and gives their take on the market while taking calls and questions live from around the world. From the moment the market opens until the closing bell sounds, Tiger TV has 8 different shows with expert hosts to help you make the right moves with your money. Watch online at TFNN.com or on TFNN's YouTube channel and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Thinkorswim. For more information, just click the Thinkorswim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's down 231, NASDAQ's off 232, S&Ps are off 48. Let's go take a look at Disney for Tiger Tom in Tampa. He was just calling. Just took Basil first, but here, let's go check this out. We're looking at Disney. Okay, so highs, lows on Disney this year. Been at 90's the low, 187's the high. They're going to be coming out with their numbers on August 10th. And what they're going to be looking for is to bring $21 billion to the top line, 97 cents to the bottom line. So this equity has got smoked as the rest of the equities in the marketplace. This has been a straight line move down from 203 and hit 90 2 weeks ago. That being said, yeah, if you're coming into this, I think it's a good place to come into it because what you have is this. I suspect it's going to try to, get into this swing point of $110. Now, the cool thing is, when you look at something like this, and I was talking about this last week, when you just take the last trend down, well, if you just get a dead cat bounce, you got 117 out of it. So on these equities, not all these equities, okay? But on many equities, we get a trend down. It's not like a Disney. Disney's not going out of business, folks. That's the bottom line. You can do a 0.382 and say, okay, even if it's a dead cat bounce, you're in a good position. You're at 99. A dead cat bounce would get you up to that 117. So, Shopify. Tommy was talking about this morning. This just shows how far out the pandemic was, and how the cool thing about to get out of the pandemic and all of this, folks, is just how far equities can go up and then crash. I mean, this went to $176. And now what has happened is this. It's the pandemic low was $30.53. Well, guess what? We just hit $30.55. And believe it or not, now this is where this gets interesting. Now, Shopify's down, $5.50 today. But what you have is that Shopify had to test $30.80 because you can see on this monthly bar how big that was a high bar monthly. When you have a high volume low, you always want to test it. Bottom line is that 29.72. Yeah, we tested it today. So at the end of this month, this is what's going to be intriguing about this one. At the end of this month, that would be, if that closes above it, that would be a test. Now watch this. This is where this gets wild. Then you can take the highs to the lows. Now a dead cat bounce there would get you to 85. Okay? So now let's go into their numbers and let's just see if they're still losing money, making money, what are they doing? So Shopify took in $1.2 billion. They look to take in $1.3 billion and actually make money. So the Shopify is going to be something that you want to keep your eye on. Bottom line is that at the end of this month, because what you have is that when you come down, in this particular case, we came down 2 months prior to the stock getting blown apart again. When you do that and you test after it's already get blown apart, and you test with dramatically lighter volume, reject price, bottom line, that's the beginning of building cause once again, to go higher. So it's got to be really cool watching that whole thing shake out. It's not cool if you're in it, and that's sad if people, of course, someone's going to be in it. But that was, you talk about getting taken south very quickly, pretty intense. Let's go look at some of the other higher volume equities. Now, when I say higher volume equities, what has also happened out here today is that we're going to have light volume. So if we go take a look, let's go to Walmart. That's where we got to go. Okay, so Walmart, well, we already did Walmart. Well, yeah. Let me do it quick in case I didn't do it. No, I believe I did do it. And I was showing that even with Walmart, what's happening with Walmart is actually, let me pull this up and make sure I know what I'm talking about here. Yeah, it's testing with lighter volume, man. Yeah. See, Walmart already got smoked. Walmart got smoked the last time it came out with numbers. We went from a price point of $149, 4 days later, 4 days later at $117. This will take time to build cars, man, but, Walmart's not going anywhere. Meaning, well, let's pull this back. Let's just see. Put this on a 15-year monthly. Okay, so I see what's happening. Oh, well, 1 second, hold on. So that month we went into $272 million. Yeah, with lighter volume, man. So, Walmart wants to maybe test this bottom, but that's going to be its consolidation. That's how that's shaking out right now. That, you're going to have a consolidation at lows. And as Basil just said, now there's no doubt, and he was talking about this on his show this morning. If Walmart, let's picture, if Walmart went down $10 or $12 and we were going up into last January, we would have seen that market down like beyond belief. I mean, what has happened is that because there's been so much selling already, that's not as dramatic. Now let's go to Target, because the bottom line is that Target in the same business, of course. And, these people aren't immune to each other. I mean, the bottom line is that, pretty cool stories, retail-wise. And look at Tiger. That's not bad, man. Tiger's down $6, trading 151. And that's coming into that high volume low, a tremendously lighter volume. It would have to get above 155 again. It's cool, folks. If you, the History Channel, right? The History Channel has American Marvels on. And that last night I was watching the Sam Walton, okay, how he opened up. And it's such a cool story, man, because what was it? My God, I can't believe I just forgot the name of J.C. Penney. Okay, so picture this. Sam Walton was working for J.C. Penney. And what ended up happening, Sam Walton was the person who changed how people shop, even at J.C. Penney. And what he changed was this. He made all aisles that people could just, what always used to happen before then, evidently, is that you would go into a store and all the salesmen and women would be at the beginning of the store, and they'd, say, okay, what can I do? What can I help you with? And they'd be following you around like, that had to be I know it was a long time ago, because when I was 5 or 6 years old, it used to drive me crazy when I'd go into 5 and 10 and, I'm trying to buy something for a penny and someone's following you all over the place. I'm all right, leave me alone. Right? So I remember when they always followed you around. Bottom line is that he changed the structure. He put all these bins out so people could walk. Well, what ended up happening is that, and so he had gone from Arkansas to New York. And he was supposed to get a bonus. That was Tesla. That was Tesla, the bonus. Anyway, to make a long story short, J.C. Penney didn't take care of Sam Walton, and bottom line, he walked out the door. And then he opened Walmart. And of course, the rest is history. And it's pretty wild, man. He opened it, the first one in is it Benton? Yeah, and then he opened a few more in Arkansas, and then he just went full blown. And bottom line is that, as we say now, let's just look at this, because it is absolutely amazing when you look at the revenue. So the revenue, 150 billion every 90 days, right? Amazing. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
Vista Gold owns and operates the largest undeveloped gold project in Australia, the Mount Todd Gold Project. Vista Gold just completed their feasibility study, resulting in a 7 million ounce gold reserve. Vista Gold has all major permits approved and has retained CIBC capital market assistance in evaluating alternatives and in completing an accretive transaction. Vista Gold trades on the NYSE American and TSX under the ticker symbol VGZ. Vista Gold, executing a strategy to create shareholder value.
TFNN has been your trusted source of analysis for bonds, metals, stocks, commodities, and options for years. And we are happy to announce that we are bringing that same caliber of analysis for the Forex market. Teddy Keckstad has 30 plus years of experience in Forex trading, commodity risk management, Forex hedging, volatility, and so much more. Teddy releases his weekly Tiger Forex report every Monday morning with elite coverage of all major currency pairs, including the DXY, Euro dollar, Pound dollar, Aussie dollar, dollar yen, dollar Swiss franc, and so much more. Teddy will recommend specific trades when the market presents them and provide updates throughout the week when warranted. For the month of July, inaugural members to the Tiger Forex Report will receive 25% off the monthly subscription for as long as they're subscribed. Just use promo code TEDDY25 to lock in the added savings. This offer is good only for the month of July, so do not miss your opportunity to save on the Tiger Forex Report. TFNN, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Directions Daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
TFNN has launched the Tiger's Den, hosted at Discord. TFNN has been educating traders for more than 20 years with live programming hosted by a variety of professional traders during market hours. The Tiger's Den, available to all tigers and tigresses for just $1 for the year. There's no catch or added costs when you join our community of traders. Sign up today and become a part of this educational community of traders. Just visit the front page of TFNN.com.
This program is brought to you by Vista Gold, traded on the NYSE American and TSX under the symbol VGZ.
Tom O'Brien. Welcome back, folks. Dow right now down 230, Nasdaq down 223, S&P's off 47. Let's go inside the Dow Industrials and take a look at the strength versus the weakness point-wise of what's moving this market around out here. And what you have is that you have 3M putting 44 positive points, Big Mac 40, United Health 18, Amgen 17. Taken away from it, Walmart's the big one, 67 on the way down. Home Depot's 52, Microsoft's 48, big number, man. Salesforce is 45 and Goldman's 36. Inside the NDX 100, we take a look at the strength versus the weakness inside the NDX. You get Pfizer up 4.5%, Seagen's up 2.5%. Biogen's up 1.9, and you have Cadence Design up 1.9. Taken away from it, Zscaler is getting smoked. That's down 9.5%. You have Fortnite off 8%. You get Palo Alto off 7.7. So those are some big numbers. There's no doubt about that. After the close, of course, we're going to have Microsoft. We're going to have Google tomorrow morning. Tomorrow you get Facebook, you get Boeing, you get Etsy, you get Qualcomm, Ford, T-Mobile, Bristol Myers. Okay, so there's going to be some action. Well, there's action out here every single day, folks. That's the bottom line. This is going to be this is a big week for earnings. There's no two ways about that. And, we'll see how this shakes out. Thus far, what is happening is that you have price destruction without the volume on the way down. So that's telling me that we're going to basically get better news than the market is expecting at this particular time frame, like right here, right now. Because if we still look at let's go to Rich in Oregon first. Hey, Rich, what's going on? Rich, you there?
Yes, I am.
How you doing, man?
Good, and yourself?
Good, thanks. Good. So, Devon Energy, right?
Yes.
Okay, so
even though they reported less supply today, oil's down. So I was wondering what you saw in the price action of Devon.
Okay, let's take a look. So the low's 24, the high's 79. So did they pre something? I mean, let's see. Okay, so...
No, I didn't find any news.
No, I thought you said they reported something. Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, no.
Because it's August, let me see this. Yeah, August 1st, they come up with numbers. Okay, so...
Yeah, Monday.
I'm with you. Okay, so let's take a look at this. So, let me put this on. Okay, so this is, this had to run like the rest of these energies. It ran up to 77, and a month it ran down to 48. Let's take a look at this. Put this on a weekly first. Okay, so right there. I'd let this retest at least the highs of the lows, Rich. I don't think this is ready yet, particularly because, see, what happened here is that there's a lot of money made in this. There's no doubt. I bring this back. You can see And what? October of 2020, it's at $7. It's a straight line move up to 79, so it's a 10-bagger, right?
Yes.
I think this needs more time, because it also doesn't have a, if you want to see something here, folks, okay, this doesn't have a high volume high, and you can see that it had volume off the high. So it made a high on the monthly with 56 million shares, came off the high with 87 million shares, 81 million shares, and 70 million shares. Made a low with 54, which is good because the 54 is going into the 83. But most times, Rich, what you're going to see there, it's going to test that area a few times. You know what I mean? I just don't see that all of a sudden it's going to flip around again and go to the moon again. I just don't see it.
Okay, so this is just going to consolidate around in here.
I would say so. And the way, let's picture if it can come back into the lower area again, and you can actually see that you have another contraction of volume and a rejection of price, then you might very well have some action. But, that run there was extraordinary in the oils. And I suspect I just don't see that turning around really quick again. Do you know what I mean? Because that was about a three-month run, top side, pulls back, and the pullback wasn't bad, but I just don't see it, like getting relief like ASAP and just going topside again. I mean, oil, is trading at par 100, just under it, 94, $6 under it. I know natural gas is going, but the bottom line is that, let's take a look at the oil contract for a second. Let's see. So, okay, so we have, you're at 102. No, that's the wrong one. Let's see, I can see how. There we go. No, that's not right. Why is it doing this? Okay. There we go. Okay. So we're at 94.96. It didn't hold price today. It gets to 99. Yeah, oil to me looks like it's having a tough time up here. I mean, you see this price spread today. Went to 99, you're at 94, 96. It's like, okay, so you're going to consolidate at lows, kind of just like how the Devon is set up, man. That's how I'd look at that.
So you're seeing this probably in all of them, whether it's an Occidental or a Chevron.
You would. Let's go to Chevron. You would. Because that's what's nice about trading oil also. Do you know what I'm saying? Is that, see the same thing with Chevron. Chevron was at 150.68 today. It's at 147. That run was amazing, right? Chevron wants to back down too. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Cooking, brother.
Now, how does this affect somebody like DK?
BK?
D as in dog, K. They're a refiner.
Let's take a look. So what happens is this: what would happen is at the beginning of it. Okay, the bottom line is that. Yeah, this is the same thing. Let me just pull up Valero. I'm familiar with Valero because I've traded Valero quite a bit. Same deal. Yeah, it's over, man. Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
The money's been made, man. Cooking, brother.
Step away. Okay, thanks, Tom.
Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. Stay right there, folks. Oh, no, we're not coming back just yet. We got 47 seconds. So let's go over to Amazon because Amazon's going to be coming out with numbers on Thursday. That's going to be another big dog, no doubt. Amazon right now, that's pulling back with 55 million coming into 60 million. Okay, it's not bad either. Now, that's a little bit more. No, that's definitely more than the Microsoft deal and the Google deal. We'll go over both of those as soon as we come back because both of them snap it. Google will be out, folks, literally at 4.0001. That's how they normally do it. Stay right there, folks. We'll come right back.
Technology around us is changing every day. With so much happening, it can seem impossible to keep up with all the information. David White's investment newsletter, The Technology Insider, is designed to give you all the information you need to understand the technology that shapes today's markets and tomorrow's future. David White has made his living staying on the cutting edge of technology. His weekly newsletter will give you specific recommendations for value tech stocks, as well as entry prices, target prices, and stops to set for each trade. Dave delivers his weekly newsletters every Friday with updates throughout the week. You can get the Technology Insider at TFNN.com for only $37.50. Sign up for David's newsletter, The Technology Insider, and get an inside look at everything the technology sector has to offer. Try it risk-free today with our 30-day money-back guarantee. TFNN, educating investors.
You might think that if you want to be successful at trading in the stock market, you're going to need a crystal ball. After all, it's impossible to predict the future, right? Like any endeavor in life, before you decide it's impossible, get some advice from the experts. You might find that it's not so impossible after all. For daily market overviews that give you direction on the key indices, selective stocks, and commodities, subscribe to the Opening Call newsletter at TFNN.com. The Opening Call newsletter is written by Basil Chapman, creator of the trading methodology known as the Chapman Wave. The Chapman Wave up-down sequence gives you an edge in identifying price turns, finding the peaks and valleys in stock prices. Get the Opening Call newsletter by Basil Chapman in your inbox every day. First-time subscribers also get a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you're not satisfied, let us know, and you'll get a full refund within 30 days of signing up. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Everything in the universe is governed by the Fibonacci sequence. This mathematical principle is responsible for everything from the most aesthetically pleasing artwork to patterns in the stock market. To stay on top of stock patterns you can take advantage of, sign up for the Fibonacci 24/7 newsletter at TFNN.com. When you subscribe, you'll get a weekly report from veteran day trader Larry Pesavento on stocks you need to pay attention to. And you can trust Larry's analysis. After all, he's got 45 years experience as a day trader. Larry will also provide daily charts, videos, and data on the key markets that he's tracking. Expect notifications from Larry on market movement you need to act on at any time. First-time subscribers also get a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you're not satisfied, let us know and you'll get a full refund within 30 days of signing up. Subscribe to the Fibonacci 24/7 newsletter today. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now down 223. You get the Nasdaq down 222. S&Ps are off 46. So first, let's get over to Microsoft, because the bottom line is that inside the NDX 100, folks, Microsoft and Google is the deal. Now, what happens sometimes, and this is where it's getting really wild, man. So picture, if both of them come out positive, no doubt you'd have the NDX go up in a big way. Both of them come out negative, you have it go down in the big way. I've also seen it. One's a good one, one's a bad one, and it's just a flat market. So this is going to be really cool after the close. That being said, what you have is this. Right now, if we go to this first level again, 51 million shares was the first time Microsoft come down. Second time we did 46. Third time we did 35. That's telling me we're at 26. That's telling me Microsoft's going to pop. So that's where I'm going with this. Top side on Microsoft. And I know I'm going top side in Google. Well, no, it's close on Google. Let me do this again. 1 second. So on Google, right now we get 25 million. You come into the break with 35, but what's the number? 106.24. We're at 105.79. What's this number here? So this number here is 60 million. Well, we didn't hit it. That's the problem. 102.20. 102.20. 105. 106. 104. I'm going to go topside with this too. The reason it would have been a cleaner call if it had made 106.20. The reason I'm going topside with, because the contraction is so big. We had gone topside with 36 million. You're down with 25. You came down hard. We didn't test it. So I suspect what would happen, if it is bad, it'll test the top of that, which is the 106.395. This is going to get really wild, though, man. I mean, we'll see. Because then we're coming right into Fed Day tomorrow. So Fed Day tomorrow is going to be freaking huge, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. But stay tuned. Listen to my son at 9 o'clock in the morning. He'll get you all set up for the trading day. And always remember, folks, the bear can claw your heart out, the bull can run you over, and thank God there's always another trade. Health, happiness, and prosperity. Have a great night, folks. Have a safe night. Come back and visit us tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock. Tommy kicks us off. Great show. We'll get him, folks.